Hello everyone, it is I, Republic Studs, and today we are taking a look at the UCS Republic Gunship and comparing it to the One Studs Custom Republic Gunship. Now these sets both retail for $350. This one is from my friend One Studs website. This one obviously is officially from LEGO, and there is so much to get into with this video. So first, I am going to ask you all to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It'll help me out a metric ton, and I would just really appreciate it. And if you guys want to think of something, better for me to say than metric ton, tell me in the comments below, because I like to do some real creative stuff. So, tell me the next thing we should do to the like button. And with that said, we are going to get right on into it. So with these sets, I put together a little comparison list. Now, first of all, this is a very difficult comparison, and a few things to keep in mind when doing this. First of all, LEGO has factory capacity. So LEGO is able to basically manufacture their bricks and do their designs. They obviously have a way bigger budget than my friend One Stud does. He has to buy all his bricks on Bricklink, pay shipping on each of those from each place. And on top of that, it's very expensive to buy used bricks, at least 10 cents per piece. As LEGO, it costs pennies for like tens of hundreds of pieces, which is, obviously a very big thing to consider. And there's a lot to get into. This one's more minifigure scale. This one is more UCS scale. So yeah, we just want to clarify that before we get into it. And I also want to give a huge thank you to my friend One Stud for sending me this. I have a full review on this ship on my channel. And yeah, I'm really excited. I've already compared a previous version. I've compared the Moff Gideon Light Cruiser set to One Stud's version. And I'm really excited to take a look at these. It's kind of hard, to make a comparison like this because they are abjectly different sets. This one's, again, minifigure scale. This one's UCS scale. But yeah, so today we're going to be analyzing the minifigures, build, features, displayability, final thoughts, overall value, and point total. I also do want to compare the boxes, because One Stud does come with boxes, which is great. So we'll be doing that too. That won't really be a ranked thing, because, it's kind of stupid to base it set off its box. But yeah, so first off, I would like to start off with minifigures, which we have to immediately give to the UCS Gunship. Now, obviously, the UCS Gunship comes with horrible minifigures. It comes with the Clone Commander, which apparently duels as a clone pilot, and the Mace Windu, which is just an awful selection. But it is still better than none. Unfortunately, One Studs has 0 minifigures. I have some clones in here from Clone Me Customs, to just display it. Because it looks cool, but no actual, minifigures, and the reason I have minifigures in there, because it is a minifigure style set, and, that's unfortunate. I've suggested them in the past, maybe, like, throwing a Jedi Bob in your custom gunships. That would be pretty fun. And yeah, so that is a thing I just have to give right away to the UCS Republic era gunship. They have minifigures to begin with, which is a pretty big thing, but yeah. So let's move into the next category, which is build. So, in terms of build, I would first like to start off with the UCS Gunship. Other than, this doesn't count as, like, displayability or, looks. This is just pure structure, stability, that type of stuff. This build is fantastic. It has loads of great little features. And I do want to say the big thing, and the only real thing that is very difficult for me, are these little pods. The little pods which, don't come in the custom One Stud one altogether. They are very easy to break off, and I've learned that as I've moved it around. They are very easy to break off, and they really could have done a better job displaying them. I honestly would have preferred, if this was not based on the Attack of the Clones movie, if they just did no pods altogether. I think it would have looked better. I think you could have made room for maybe a second door to close it all the way. The pods just do not look great. I do not like the laser pods, or whatever they're called, the little Death Star guns. They do go in the gunship, actually, which is really kind of cool. But, I will say that is a big structural flaw. Another small thing that is easy to pop off are the front cannons. Obviously they stick out a lot. I think LEGO still could work on some better designs for that. But hey, it is what it is. The instructions were very clear and concise, and I understood what I was doing the whole time. They were very great at, explaining it. It was fantastic. Loved the build. It is a little loose in the back in the, design. It's very dry, and I'll talk about that a bit in the design section. But overall, we're going to move into that. Well, into the custom one. This one was pretty good. Now, the custom one did certainly have a lot of flaws in the build. First off, there are just some minor inconsistencies. Like, you'll notice, like, certain things are a little further to the left, and you'll notice, like, some corners are cut, generally speaking, in terms of, display. Like, there is this little Technic bar here, which is, more of a displayability thing, which I'll get into. You do get a great door function. I think that works well. You get lots of good functionality. It's just, minor stuff in terms of the build. Like, some stuff is just uneven, and again, that's partially displayability. But overall, it's pretty structurally sound. I don't really have many problems with it. Nothing really pops off super easily. I will say I love this one build in the back of this cannon right here. And this cannon is so great. I wish they do this for all cannons on the gunships. By the way, I am using an iDisplay stand, and it just does not, you don't have to worry about it popping off. I wish LEGO did something along these lines. And you also do get a little pin, so you could hold it up, and you could fly it around. It is a great playset, again, for minifigures. Great minifigure scale gunship, or close to minifigure scale. It's not fully minifigure scale. Now, next up, we are going to be moving into the features. So in terms of features for the UCS gunship, there is the big feature of spinning the little thing up top. Obviously not a huge thing. And then you also do get movability of all the cannon pieces. You get to move the cannons around, which is great. You also do get to take it off the stand, which I guess counts as a feature, and you also do get to pop in the ball turrets in the interior of the gunship, and you get to close that up, and oh my gosh, the door just fell off. Okay, that was a bit unexpected, but yeah, like, you would push this in, and basically you can just pop that in. It does not look great on the interior. It's not great for displayability, but if you want to move it, that is certainly going to help. But other than that, there is not a huge amount of features. On the other hand, we have One Studs Custom, which again is more of a play set over display. You get areas to sit the clones. You do get this little door up front where you can slide in, crates and materials. You get studs all down here to fit your clone troopers. You get a little area to store a crate. You obviously do get the doors to move, which is fantastic. You get a back door too. The other set you do get a back door, but it's huge. And then we also do get a cannon in the back again, and you also get this little pocket area to store some stuff. And again, the big boy feature, on top of you getting like little seats in the top area, is you do get to fly it around, and you fly the gunship wherever you may like. Obviously, much more loaded on features. I'm going to have to give that to the regular custom gunship. Now, displayability. I don't even need to go into this one. It is obvious. It is the UCS gunship. This is a gorgeous display model for $350. Obviously, again, with One Studs, you can use my code, RStuds. You'll save, I believe, 5% off, but still, you're getting a way better displayability. If you want something on a shelf, this is it. Now, obviously, it is huge, and I still have not found a place where I'm going to put this. I'm still looking. It's very difficult. It's a lot more difficult than you'd think. But it is a beautiful display model. If you have the space for it, it's really fantastic. So that's displayability. Right away, it goes to the UCS gunship. And now I would like to go to overall value. I'm going to skip from final thoughts to overall value. So first off, overall value. With the UCS gunship, obviously, while lacking in figures, it is still a great piece count. For $350, you are getting a beautiful display model, you're getting the instruction booklet, you're getting, obviously, the nice box design, you're getting a beautiful build. Obviously, you get VIP points, you're going to get a good amount of those from this set. You get the doors, you get all that. And I think you do get a good value out of the set. While $350 is a metric ton, and I may think you even might get a better value overall out of a set like the Cantina, which has 17 figures, which, at least 8 of which are likely to go up heavily in value. Unlike this one, which probably, the 2 clones, the 2 troopers probably won't go up in value that much. Maybe the clone, I could see the clone going for like 100 possibly in the future, once it's retired and all, but, nothing crazy there. And then that overall value here. This is a difficult one because, again, it is important to consider, custom gunship, it's different. So the value you're getting here, and this is pretty much my pure thought, and this counts as final thoughts, which we'll move into now. You're getting this for minifigure displayability and playability. You're getting this so you can put your clones in and fly around. That's why you are going to be getting this One Stud gunship. You're not going to be getting this One Stud gunship to display. It is not as much as, display model. This is strictly and purely a play toy. If you're going to spend $350, get this. This is a better overall value for this. If you want to spend $350, I would personally recommend the UCS gunship over One Stud. And again, I like One Stud. He's a good friend of mine. But it is very difficult, obviously, because it is way more expensive than it should be. This would, in normal terms, probably be 100 if Lego were to drop this specific set right now. You know, think of sets like the Resistance ITS Transport, maybe 120 depending on the figures. It would probably have a lot more figures now that I think about it. I would think like sets like, you know, again, Resistance ITS Transport is honestly the best comparison for things that are on shelves right now. So yeah, this is purely for minifigures. So overall, I'm going to give overall value. I have to give it to the Gunship. And I also am going to give my final thoughts. I know this is hard to rank, but I am going to give that to the Gunship. So let's rank up our final totals. So here is a look, obviously, at the box art. So one stud made less mess-ups with his. Obviously, his is great. His comes with a QR code. You get a good look at his build. It has a nice little background of a vendor hanger. One stud exclusive. You got his logo. You got his instructions. Now, with Lego, theirs looks great, too. I mean, they did a good job. It's a UCS box. There's not a lot to, you know, go into here. But, you know, they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and, you know, they let something like that happen. The Imperial logo, you guys know, this is a widely referenced, you know, topic of discussion, and obviously that's a problem, and that's just not good. I mean, heck, even the Republic logo is on the sticker of the box art. Like nobody figured that one out. There's obviously, you know, no backprint on one stud, so it's not a fair comparison. But I just wanted to show you guys quickly the box art. Now, I completely forgot to do the boxes, so I put that in. Obviously, they both look great. One stud has one side. Obviously, you know, the Lego one is official. But with a 5-1 win, the UCS Gunship takes the cake. You guys knew I was going to do that. Again, the entire draw of this set. And again, mind you, this was before the Gunship came out, so people were, you know, who wanted a Gunship, this was a alternative to get it. And pretty much every Gunship nowadays is going anywhere from $300 to $350. I think this one actually is on sale for $300, so if you want to check it out on his site, you can. But overall, again, this is purely for minifigure scale. If you want to play around with minifigures and your Gunship and have something more play scale accurate, this is for you. It is great, and that is what it is used for. Obviously, again, some small things, and I talk about this completely in my review, so you know, I encourage you to check it all out, as well as my review of the Gunship. But I encourage you to check out this one especially, because I talked about some of the, you know, piece quality, which is not fantastic. I've had better ones in terms of one stud sets. Like, there was a lot of stuff in here. There was, like, hair and, like, that sort of stuff, which, you know, is not great. And, again, I always like to, you know, give, you know, encouragement to my friend One Stud, but he still, overall, makes a fantastic product. And, you know, he did a good job with this set. And I really, really like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to hopefully have it on display back here. But, hey, I'm starting to run out of room. So, yeah. But anyway, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed. Tell me which one you like more. And tell me your controversial opinions down in the comment section below. I will see you all in the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome.